don't want. They want less than men, but then we have women who want more. And you guys pester us. And sometimes you say that we are not giving because we just don't want to give, but sometimes we just don't feel like it. No. How can we help you help us? Why is it that it's very hard for you men to understand that a woman is just not in the mood? It has nothing to do with you. You just not.
Yeah, you actually find that sometimes you use it as an excuse to look outside because the woman is not giving me enough or she doesn't want. So that's the point. Like, you fail to understand that it cannot be Christmas every day.
Yes, that is very true. But
yes,
at all point of time, you may find it that we're always ready for it.
Right.
At one point or
most men, not all of them. Yes.
Most men.
Because maybe, and again, we are trying to understand you. You know, sometimes it's not that she doesn't want to, it's just that she can't. She doesn't even know how to put herself in that place. And also how you ask her, because in most cases it's how you approach. No, I'm just giving you an example. So how do you expect a different reaction, and yet you started it with that kind of reaction?
No,
it has to be balanced.
Yeah, but even as the women, we have to be a bit fair on them. Instead of saying, you need to tell the person, because we are human beings. You get tired. Sometimes there's a problem. There's so many things that can trigger off not wanting to be intimate. So many things, and it doesn't work only on one side of the man. It works on the women's side. But because people don't know how to communicate intimately, that's the problem. People don't know how to tell their partner that today, that's why I told you last time, I can say, tomorrow I'll give you double. You know? because I know that today
because
it's not
at the moment you're not...
I'm not in the mood, and then I have to fulfill the double.
My point though was that sometimes how you approach your woman is exactly the
reaction that you get.
And I'll explain why. In most cases, say she has given birth before. You have, in a relationship, you have to realize that there are places and times that your partner needs you more than you need them.
Yes.
Needs you more than you need them. If she's just given birth before, come on, you know what happens when a woman gives birth. You go through a transition of so many things. Your body is going through these things that you, even especially if it's the first child, you don't understand it. So it's up to you, Tuaha, if you're a man, to now step up. It's you who's going to do the most at this particular time. Because already she is going through a hell lot. So to find out, you can't be like, hey, you gave birth, but I'm your husband. So you must.
But
you
even
know,
men also need to understand one thing. When it's our monthly cycle, sometimes the man will ask you, "Na yo maladi." But even when
and you don't know.
No, but what I'm trying to put across.
Sometimes after there's that spell of I don't want. It's just the hormones.
No, the one thing we should all understand is that we all have, I think, a different way we react when these moments come.
Right.
So my point is, it doesn't really necessarily mean that I'm going to come and just grab you and make all these things. This is why I'm saying that all these things are supposed to be approached with patience, a sense of humor, and also understanding someone. So definitely, I'm coming to you. I know you're my wife. I know I married you or something like that, or you've been in a long-term relationship. So I believe at that point of time, it's between me and you.
Right.
So if I'm coming to you and trying to bring this on you, and then you reject me in
a rude manner,
in a way of resentment, like you're resenting someone.
She's not into you.
Right now, that's not what I want.
Right.
Yes, it's true. They may not really want it then. But how are you going to bring this to me?
Okay, would you say though that if your woman, if you go to your woman and her libido is low and she reacts like that, does that push you to go find other women? That's the key question here.
No, it depends.
You gotta be honest.
I know, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh
but
yes.
It's good. The truth is, if it's constantly done, you're pushing this person somewhere. Because if it happens today, it happens some other time, it happens some other time, this person's patience may really wear out. And you may find them doing something that perhaps they didn't want to do, but you push them to that side.
So if it's a constant and they don't know why. They don't know why it is a constant.
Because at the end of the day, you can really say that, you know what, I'm really tired, my love, or something like that, as you
think of other ways.
Let me say, hugging this person, trying to make
Make you feel like a baby?
Yes, you just make them feel comfortable in the kind of process. You might even come and let you sit on his lap at the moment of time. But when you're telling him, yes, that's the truth. Nedda, no. Nedda, it's the truth. It's the truth. But it's just because that reality is so it's unfair sometimes.
Sometimes it's
reality is really unfair. Nenga, these are things we should always know. Because before you come out and judge people on whatever they're doing, you've not really gone back to the cause.
But let's face it. What would you say about men who are still giving almost every day and they still go out? And these are many.
Yeah.
No,
So for women, and I tell you, even if you don't kid yourself, I'm going to use a word that's not even anywhere in the dictionary. I don't know where it came from, but you're working so hard, even when you don't feel like Mariam, you put yourself somehow in the mood to satisfy him so that he doesn't go out. Now you are also straining your body to be able to satisfy him because they told you he's your husband, you're going to satisfy him. But the guy still goes out.
No, like...
Twaha, explain.
No. But, no, okay. Out of experience, what I think I know, in my opinion, I don't know any other person's opinion, but in my opinion, what I would think is, it's not always about sex is what's going to keep a man in your home.
Yeah.
Right.
You may truly be so good at this. You may truly be so good in bed and all things, but in other things, in character-wise, when you're in your home, how you treat your husband, how you treat your guests, how you treat different things that happen in your home in a different manner.
Right.
This is not going to keep a man.
Which are also sexually attractive,
Yes.
Okay, okay.
This I don't think that's going to keep a man. You might all be this lovey-dovey person, but in communication, especially when you have maybe a misunderstanding,
Right.
this person never wants to go out there and really bring it on in a peaceful way or something like that and resolve something. So this person who keeps all these misunderstandings in your home and never want to be talked to.
Talk to, yes.
When they're talking to you, perhaps you use your anger or your shame to bring out different things.
Okay.
And some women actually use it as revenge if there's a misunderstanding in the home. So the man wants. So talking more, it's like,
But excuse me, Mariam, not everyone is wired like you.
No, I'm saying some.
Okay, but I will explain. Because women, the sex bit is psychological. It's not physical. It's not like a man, they touch you, you're there. You see a thigh, you're excited. It's not like that. Even if I see, I may not. If I am not psychologically settled and we have issues, where do I get the urge from? And this is something that women have struggled with for a really long time. That a man comes to you when he's done something and he has done you wrong. Without even apologizing, he starts touching you thinking that sex is going to fix it. Sex will not fix your problems.
It won't, but at some point of view, okay, our confidence also lies between these things. Like someone wants to really bring out their manhood to you at some point of time.
That's how they apologize.
No, I'm getting to the point. I'm getting to the point. So perhaps there's something that has happened between you two then, and this person may really have that ego of saying I'm sorry, and may bring it in this kind of manner, coming to get intimate with you.
Right.
Won't force you, but may touch you politely and put you in the mood. But in the due course, perhaps after, someone may even say sorry, or someone will say, you know what, I didn't mean what I said.
Might say sorry?
Might, in the due course, because I can't really talk
but
for other people.
luckily, you've heard about reconciliation sex. You know about it.
Like, makeup sex is after you have had a conversation with something, then you make up.
It doesn't mean that someone is actually going to say sorry. Because intimacy is also non-verbal communication. You need to understand that. As much as we are saying that psychologically, let me tell you, when there's been a wrong between you two, there's that non-verbal communication that can come through the intimacy. It's what he's saying. And by the way, you'll find that even after that, and then you'll find that these people are actually saying sorry to one another after getting connected. You get what I'm saying? Eh?
Because if you're trying to find solutions to why there are imbalances there, then we have to go with majority. What is really going on? What's happening to women? What's happening to men?
The truth is, most times when you're trying to resolve some of these
conflicts,
you find that things may not come out right.
Right.
Because each person is going to blame the other for the other thing, and then this person is trying to have all excuses or defending themselves too much, and in the process, things escalate. But when someone approaches you in this kind of manner, because they've read you, they've understood you, I know that your libido is a bit high than mine. So if I've angered you, I can go through the other way.
But why is it so hard? I'm sorry. She doesn't even have to forgive. Do you understand,
no,
Mariam?
saying it is
understand.
easy.
What I'm
There are
saying-
4 letters. It is so easy when someone says it.
It means something.
Outside the theories and everything, but when it comes to practical,
To the reality,
it's
yes.
really
My
hard for
issue
them to
is,
do that.
sorry is there psychological. That's why we teach our children to say sorry. Say sorry, say thank you, say I love you. Even if you come and say, babe, I know, I'm sorry, I messed up. I may not be able to forgive you, but when you come to me sexually, I've already gotten a background
But
of
do you know
saying
there are
sorry.
people?
So Obumpade, what they call a foundation.
Do you know there are people you can
reality
tell?
is not like that.
Do
Like,
you know?
yeah.
Do you know
The reality
there are
is not
people you
like
tell
that.
sorry, and they still want to tell you.
To
They
go
want
back
to
the,
bring it
you
back.
know, yeah.
Like
No.
you're
But at
saying
least-
sorry to you're saying sorry to me, but remember you've done this and this and this and this.
But you have
Because I
shown
expect
remorse.
you.
Yeah.
I expect you when I say sorry to let it be. That's,
But that's
at most
expected,
cases.
depending on what you've done. Let's also look at what
No, like
yes,
seriously.
it depends on what you've done.
You've been making a lot
Why
of
do I
noise.
have to be crazy?
I've come into the house, you started making noise for me. Where comes in, you do this and that. Then I'm like,
different.
you know what? I'm sorry. I expect you to just calm down and then, but then you're like, you first this, and then they have to make their point. So at the point
As
of
we
time,
conclude, are there things that women can do for men to replace that urge that is not exactly sex?
No, it's what I've tried to tell you. That,
No, just give us the outline of the things. If I'm your woman, I can't give you sex for whatever reason. I could be in my menstruals or whatever. Are there things that men love to, or
no,
men are
because
different for one?
at point we are thinking of libido as sex or everything. We're talking about sex, but we might have this communication, this sexual communication, without really having sex. Because
Yeah.
you might be in your messes, but you can still get intimate with me without really
Without doing what they call
Yes,
penetration.
Yes.
Okay.
You can really do that. And you can also have the sweet talks with me. I've come to you, I've really come in this mood and all the things, but your sweet talking to me made me calm down or something like that.
So that may calm you
yes,
down.
Yes.
Okay.
But we are talking about the way you reject is the cause of why people say, because of course we have to understand that my body is not the same as yours, and the reaction also.
And you as well, it has to be balanced. You also need to put yourself in your woman's shoes and understand.
Everyone is
Yes.
going through trauma. Why? Because this person with the low libido is always feeling pressured by you, and this person with the high libido is feeling rejected or neglected.
So to
sexually.
balance it, I'm saying you must both understand each
Yes,
other's
you both have to understand. So if this person with the low libido, really, you come to them and you want to go into whatever action you want to do, and they're so nice to you in some kind of way and explain to you that, you know what, I've really been through a really hard day and I can't really do this, but in a nicer manner.
Okay.
Without really saying, you know what, things like that. So, and also me that whom they're telling, I'll kind of feel comfortable, you know what, I'll understand it's some kind of fun.
Okay, so that's the Kachai. We are pressed for time. We've really tried to understand men, but this issue is more complicated than you think. You might need to talk to your partner to get some sort of guidance, because your partner is the only one who can know what you're both going through. We can give advice generally,
Or
but
maybe,
at the end,
I
you
could really switch in something that perhaps even we should give time to ask what we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, we should give time
to ask
and
what we don't,
yes,
we
what
don't
we
really
don't know, especially those that have a better experience.
Kale, that's Kachai for you. Thank you so much for watching. Click subscribe on YouTube. Search for Kachai with Lucky and we're good. God bless you. Be kind to one another.